A day in ancient Rome, meet Lucius. Have you ever wondered what it was like to be a teenager in ancient Rome? What kind of life did they lead, and what were their daily routines? Imagine a world without cars, electricity, or the internet, no smartphones, no social media, and no modern conveniences that we take for granted today. This was the world of Lucius, a young Roman citizen living in the bustling capital city during the reign of Emperor Trajan. The streets were filled with the sounds of daily life, from the chatter of citizens to the clatter of horse-drawn chariots. Join us as we journey back in time and experience a day in the life of Lucius. We'll walk through the same streets, visit the same places, and see the world through his eyes. From the moment he opens his eyes to the time he drifts off to sleep, we'll explore the sights, sounds, and experiences that shaped his daily routine. Every detail, from his morning rituals to his evening reflections, will be uncovered. Our journey begins in a modest but comfortable home nestled in the heart of Rome. The walls are adorned with simple decorations, and the air is filled with the faint scent of olive oil and herbs. The city is already coming alive with the sounds of merchants hawking their wares and chariots rumbling over cobblestone streets. The hustle and bustle of the city is a stark contrast to the tranquility inside Lucius's home, but inside Lucius's home the atmosphere is still peaceful and quiet. The early morning light filters through the small windows, casting a warm glow on the simple furnishings. The year is 100 AD. The Roman Empire is at its zenith, a beacon of culture, power, and innovation. The city of Rome is a thriving metropolis of over 1 million people. It is a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and traditions, all coexisting within the city's ancient walls. For Lucius, however, life is much simpler. His days are filled with routine activities, yet each moment is a part of the grand tapestry of Roman life. He is a typical teenager, concerned with his studies, his friends, and his place in the world. His aspirations, dreams, and challenges are not so different from those of teenagers today, despite the vast differences in their worlds. The first rays of dawn peek through the shutters, signaling the start of a new day. The city of Rome begins to awaken, its ancient streets slowly coming to life. Lucius stirs in his bed, a simple wooden frame strung with ropes and a straw-filled mattress. The bed, though modest, provides him with the rest he needs for the day's tasks ahead. He doesn't have an alarm clock, but the rooster crowing in the courtyard serves as a natural reminder that it's time to rise. The rooster's call is a familiar sound, echoing through the narrow streets and courtyards of the neighborhood.
Another day in Rome, filled with both challenges and opportunities.
He stretches and yawns, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. The morning routine is a familiar one, yet each day brings its own unique experiences. His room is small and sparsely furnished, with a wooden chest for his belongings, and a few scrolls stacked on a shelf. These scrolls contain his lessons and stories, a window into the vast knowledge of the Roman world. A small oil lamp flickers on a table, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The lamp, though simple, is a vital source of light in the early hours before the sun fully rises. Lucius knows he shouldn't dawdle, for his father, a hard-working blacksmith, will already be busy at the forge. The sound of hammer-striking anvil is a constant reminder of the labor that sustains their family. His mother, too, will be preparing breakfast in the kitchen. The aroma of freshly baked bread and simmering porridge fills the air, a comforting start to the day. Family plays a crucial role in Roman society, and Lucius has been taught to respect his elders and contribute to the smooth running of the household. Each member has their role, and together they form a cohesive unit, ready to face the day's demands. He throws back his blankets and climbs out of bed, the cool morning air sending a shiver down his spine. He washes quickly, splashing water from a basin onto his face and hands. There's no time for a long bath this morning, but he'll visit the public baths later in the day for a good soak.
Brr, it's chilly this morning.
His clothing is simple, a linen tunic reaching his knees, secured at the waist with a belt. When he's older, he'll be entitled to wear the toga, a symbol of Roman citizenship. But for now, the tunic is the standard attire for boys his age. He runs a comb through his hair, smooths down his tunic, and heads out to greet the day. The aroma of freshly baked bread wafts from the kitchen, drawing Lucius in like a moth to a flame. His mother, a kind woman with a warm smile, greets him with a kiss on the cheek. The kitchen is bustling with the morning's activities, the warmth of the hearth adding a cozy glow to the room.
Good morning, Lucius. Did you sleep well? I hope you had pleasant dreams.
Morning, Mother. Yes, I did. The bread smells amazing. I can't wait to taste it.
Breakfast is a simple affair. Bread dipped in olive oil and a cup of watered-down wine. It's not much, but it's enough to sustain Lucius through the morning. He eats quickly, eager to join his friends and start the day's adventures. The simplicity of the meal reflects the modest lifestyle of many Roman families who valued nourishment and togetherness over extravagance.
Thanks, Mother. I'm off to meet my friends. I'll be back before lunch.
As he munches on his bread, his father enters the room, his face smudged with soot from the forge. The scent of metal and hard work clings to him, a testament to his dedication and labor.
Morning, son. Ready for another day of learning? Remember, knowledge is the key to our future.
Yes, Father. I'll make you proud. I promise to study hard and learn as much as I can.
He greets his son with a nod and a pat on the shoulder. The bond between father and son is strong, built on mutual respect and shared aspirations. Lucius feels a surge of pride and determination as he heads out the door, ready to face the day's challenges.
The streets are already teeming with life as I set off for school. I walk briskly, dodging stray dogs and overflowing carts.
His school is located in a nearby temple precinct, a common practice in ancient Rome, where public buildings often served multiple purposes.
Hey Lucius, good to see you, man.
Hey, how are you?
They chat excitedly, their voices competing with the cacophony of the city. School is an important part of Lucius's life. A good education is highly valued in Roman society, particularly for boys hoping to advance in life. The classroom is a simple affair, a rectangular room with a dirt floor and walls lined with benches.
All right, everyone, settle down. Let's begin.
The teacher, a stern-looking man named Flavius, sits on a raised platform, a scroll in his hand. Lucius and his classmates take their places on the benches, unrolling their scrolls and preparing their writing materials.
Instead of paper and pencils, we use wax tablets and styluses.
The tablets consist of wooden frames filled with a layer of wax, which can be inscribed with the pointed end of the stylus. The flat end of the stylus is used to erase mistakes. It's a messy but effective way to learn. Lucius enjoys his lessons, even though Flavius can be a strict teacher. He's particularly interested in history and literature, and he dreams of one day becoming a scribe or a lawyer.
Today we will continue reading from Virgil's Aeneid. Listen carefully.
He listens attentively as Flavius reads aloud from Virgil's Aeneid, the epic poem about the founding of Rome.
School isn't all work and no play, however. We find plenty of time for mischief.
Check this out, Lucius. Asterisk laughs.
They whisper jokes behind their tablets, carve graffiti into the benches, and play pranks on unsuspecting classmates. Like teenagers everywhere, they're full of energy and a thirst for adventure. The morning lessons seem to drag on forever, but finally the school day comes to an end. Lucius gathers his belongings and rushes out into the sunshine, eager to stretch his legs and breathe in the fresh air.
Finally, time to head to the gymnasium.
He heads towards the Gymnasium, a large open-air complex dedicated to physical exercise. Exercise is an important part of Roman life, and the Gymnasium is a hub of activity. Young men train in wrestling, boxing, and javelin throwing, their bodies glistening with sweat.
Hey Lucius, ready for a game of Harpastum?
You bet. Let's go.
Lucius joins his friends for a game of Harpastum, a rough-and-tumble ball game that's a distant ancestor of rugby. After working up a sweat at the Gymnasium, Lucius heads to the Roman Forum, the heart of the city. This bustling plaza is the center of Roman political, religious, and social life. Temples, basilicas, and government buildings line the edges of the Forum, their marble facades gleaming in the afternoon sun.
The Forum is always so busy. There's so much to see and do.
The Forum is packed with people from all walks of life. Senators in their flowing togas, merchants hawking their wares, slaves running errands for their masters. Lucius and his friends navigate the crowds with ease, stopping to listen to a street performer, admire a statue, or catch up on the latest gossip.
Did you hear about the new statue they put up near the basilica?
Yeah, it's supposed to be really impressive. Let's go check it out.
As the sun begins to set, Lucius makes his way home, his stomach rumbling. Dinner is a more substantial meal than breakfast, and his mother has been busy in the kitchen all afternoon. The family gathers around a small table in the main room of their home, the air thick with the aroma of roasted meat and herbs.
Dinner is ready, everyone. I hope you're hungry.
Tonight's feast consists of roasted lamb, lentil stew, and freshly baked bread. Lucius eats with gusto, savoring every bite. Dinner is a time for family to reconnect and share stories of their day.
Today at the forge, we had quite a challenge with a new type of metal.
Oh, and did you hear about the neighbors? They had quite the argument this morning.
The family shares their stories, the room filled with laughter and conversation. S1. Really, what happened? After dinner, Lucius helps his mother clear the table and wash the dishes. Then he retreats to his room, exhausted but content. He lights his oil lamp and spends some time reading a scroll by the flickering light. As his eyelids grow heavy, he blows out the lamp and settles down on his bed.
What a day. Time to rest.
He closes his eyes and lets the sounds of the city lull him to sleep. The barking of dogs, the distant rumble of carts, the murmur of voices from the street below. It was just another ordinary day in the life of an ancient Roman teenager, but for Lucius, it was a day filled with the simple pleasures of family, friends, and the bustling energy of his beloved city.